delivering the precise mix of water and nutrients drop by drop. Recycling runoff water back into the system. Providing the ideal growing conditions to optimise plant growth and production. Protecting crops from the harsh environment and eliminating the innate climatic and environmental variability of conventional agriculture. This is what makes hydroponics the most efficient production system under a wide range of climatic conditions. This increased control over the production systems gives farmers around the world the tools they need to grow high-quality vegetable crops efficiently and profitably to meet market demands in any environment. For local farmers, hydroponics is ideally suited to the UAE growing conditions.
مشروع الزراعة المائية فعال جدا، يعني يوفر كمية ماء كبيرة جدا.
الهيدروبونيك نقلت الزراعة القديمة إلى زراعة متطورة.
There's abundant solar energy for photosynthesis. High water use efficiency maximises the utilisation of the UAE's limited water resources.
طبعا هو يعطي إنتاجية أفضل لأنك أنت نفس الماء اللي تعالجه ونفس الماء اللي تستخدم فيه الأسمدة تكرره على النبات كذا مرة أو كذا يوم.
Low fertility saline and acidic soils do not limit production, as hydroponics is a soilless system. Sterile growing media avoid the expensive chemical control of local pests and diseases.
فهو فيه الإفادة أكثر للنبات ويعطيك إنتاج عالي جدا ونبات جيد خالي من الأمراض خالي من المشاكل.
وإن شاء الله إذا اتبعوها المزارعين أنها تقلل عليهم التكاليف ويكون مردود المنتج بربحية لهم عالية.
And greenhouses protect plants from the UAE's harsh conditions.
فأفادت 100% من معدل الإنتاج ومن التوفير. فلو أي واحد حاول يجرب هاي الزراعة راح يشوف الفرق من أول مرة، يعني مش من مرة ثانية أو ثالثة، أن في فرق يعني سواء في استهلاك الماء.
So how does the hydroponic production system provide ideal conditions for plant growth? Water and nutrients are vital for plant growth, and what makes hydroponics so efficient is the way it supplies crops with their water and nutrient requirements. In hydroponic production systems, water and nutrients are supplied to individual plants by the fertigation system, or combined fertilisation and irrigation system. This computer-controlled system constantly monitors water quality and then mixes and delivers a specifically formulated nutrient solution. Fertigation systems generally have 3 nutrient storage tanks. The first 2 contain all the essential elements the crop requires. The third nutrient storage tank contains acid, which is used to regulate the pH of the nutrient solution. Nutrient recipes are specifically formulated by plant physiologists for different crops and growing conditions. They are fine-tuned according to crop variety, stage of growth, as well as temperature and humidity. The fertigation controller manages the nutrient content and pH of the nutrient solution. It constantly measures the EC and pH of the nutrient solution and then adjusts the amount of fresh water, nutrients from both tanks, and acid that are added to the mixing tank to ensure the nutrient solution supplies the plants with the right mix of nutrients they need to grow. The pH of the nutrient solution is vital as it affects the availability of nutrients for the plants. The EC is a measure of the concentration of nutrients in the nutrient solution. For hydroponic production systems, the EC of fresh water should be less than 800 parts per million. A reverse osmosis machine should be added to the system when salt levels exceed this. This is usually an essential requirement in the UAE. Recycling drainage water is another key factor why hydroponics is more efficient than conventional agriculture. This is especially advantageous in areas of limited water resources, such as the UAE. The runoff water is collected. It's then filtered to remove solid particles and sterilised to kill any pathogens that could potentially infect the entire crop. The clean and sterile runoff water is then stored in the recycled water tank to be fed back into the system. The cleaning and sterilisation of runoff water does not remove the nutrients, so these are also recycled back into the system. A third of the crop's water and nutrient requirements are generally supplied by runoff water, providing a huge increase in efficiency of use. As mentioned before, hydroponics is a soilless production system. This means that rather than planting crops in soil, they are planted and grown in growing media. Growing media allow better management of acidity and salinity, as well as providing a high water holding capacity along with porosity to keep the roots well aerated. This ideal root zone environment optimizes the availability of essential nutrients to the plants. In conventional agriculture, many nutrients become fixed in the soils and are no longer available to the crop. Growing media include a range of organic and inorganic substrates. Growing media can be contained in bags or pots. Ideally, these will be raised off the ground for better air circulation throughout the greenhouse. Growing media also provide a sterile, disease-free environment, negating the need for crop rotations required in conventional agriculture. The pots and bags are simply removed following the final harvest. The removal of the growing media is just one part of the greenhouse hydroponic pest and disease management process. Quarantine systems prevent the introduction of pest and disease with farm workers. Pest monitoring systems, such as these sticky traps, keep chemical control to a minimum by ensuring it's only used when absolutely needed. and the thorough removal of all plant residues and the sterilisation of the greenhouse between crops ensures that each crop is planted in a pest and disease-free environment. The greenhouse climate is also managed to improve productivity. Evaporative cooling systems reduce daytime temperatures during the summer months. Additional shade curtains can also be added to control summer heat. It's the combined effect of all these factors that make greenhouse hydroponic systems more productive and more efficient than traditional soil-based systems. With greenhouse hydroponics, there's better control of nutrient supply, with an improved root zone environment. Runoff nutrients and water are recycled to increase the efficiency of use. Pest and disease control limits crop damage and the need for expensive chemical control. And temperature and humidity are regulated to provide optimum growing conditions.
الهيدروبونيك أو الزراعة الحديثة، الزراعة المائية، هي زراعة المستقبل. تقدر تزرع فيها من أصغر محصول إلى أكبر محصول، وإلها فائدة على المزارع وعلى المستهلك.
طبعا الزراعة المائية هي زي ما قلنا لكم ان العملية منها الإفادة منها أنها توفر لك في الماء في الأسمدة وفي نفس الوقت تعطيك محصول جيد وإنتاجية أفضل أو أكثر.
This control of the growing environment means that local UAE farmers can sustainably produce the high-quality vegetables the market demands at a competitive price from the UAE's limited water resources.